Welcome, Capricorn, to my temple, to the Temple of Tarot, Astrology, and Yoga. My name is Ava, and I'm welcoming you into my temple so that you can receive your Astro Tarot forecast for the month of September 2025. This will be a reading that's relevant to you. If your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Capricorn. I'm a Pisces, Scorpio rising, moon in Taurus, and I very much love the company of Capricorn. We understand each other very well. I love you very much. If you've never been to my readings, I try to keep it very simple and relevant to the month, the energies that are relevant to the month. So I only use the transits of Venus and Mars, which stay in a sign for a shorter period of time and give us a more current, energetic understanding of what's going on in the month. This month, Venus and Mars are in two different signs, and therefore in two different houses of your chart. Venus is in Leo, which is your 8th house, and Mars is in Libra, which is your 10th house, until the 19th for Venus and the 22nd of September for Mars. So this is very interesting, because the 8th house is the house of transformation, deep transformation. And the 10th house is about your career and your social standing, social influence, shall we say. And so both your personal life and your professional life will be impacted by these transits. And you may have had a taste of this because they've been in this particular house in August as well. So Venus in the 8th is quite beautiful. The 8th house is about death, taxes, sex, pretty important stuff. So death can be literal, someone's death, someone dies. That's important to you, significant to you in some way. Or something dies, some situation dies. That, again, is very important to you. In esoteric wisdom, death is a teacher. Teaches you to respect life, to honor life, to honor living well, always to achieve a better life is the lesson that death can bring. Sex is another aspect of this house, meaning intimacy, expression of intimacy. Sometimes, for various reasons, people close off from intimacy because you have to be vulnerable when you're intimate. And so the transformation may happen on levels of openness to intimacy. and vulnerability, which is again highly transformative. This is about then taxes. This is another single word that points to dealings with the government in whatever way that would manifest in your particular situation. But remember, this is Venus, so it's about compassion, love, forgiveness when dealing with matters of state. Mercy for you, or having a pleasant association with governmental agencies, which is good. Mars in the 10th is again about career, your professional life, your social standing. Sometimes that it involves your career, but sometimes not. Sometimes it's just about social awareness that you want to impress. You want to impress perhaps people in your work, in your profession, or just in your family, or in your society, in general. This is a good thing. So your social awareness, as well as your private and personal awareness, is undergoing some scrutiny, spiritual, intellectual scrutiny. Then, nearer to the end of the month, again, the 19th for Venus and the 22nd for Mars, Venus moves into the 9th house and Mars moves into the 11th. The 9th house is about higher learning, broadening your intellectual, physical, spiritual horizons. You can do this in a myriad of ways. You can actually travel, go to places you've never been, be they near or far. Or, pardon my voice, or you can do it intellectually through learning new ideas, new concepts, new worldviews. You can also do it by immersing yourself in a different culture, or perhaps you meet someone and from a different culture and you learn in that way. Sometimes you meet someone and fall in love who is from a different culture than you, but you're being exposed to new ideas, new ways of being, thinking, feeling, and this is very good for growth on all levels. Now, Mars in the 11th helps you out again, because the 11th is about friendships, about groups, about associations, and about your hopes and dreams. Mars again is about where you put your energy, your ambition, your drive. And so nearer to the end of the month, you become more driven to create new friendships, or to deepen the friendships that you have, or to put more energy into your friendships, or into various groups and associations that might share your values, share your interests. Hopes and dreams can encompass a lot of various interests and places to put your energy into, but you're going to try to ferret out where it is that you want to direct your energy so that you achieve some hope, some dream. This coming closer to the end of the month. So all that said, let's move on to your tarot forecast. Capricorn, to your tarot forecast. Let's get into it. Here are the cards. They're a weight rider deck, a giant one, so you can see the cards when I'm talking about them. I like to explore the symbols on the cards, and I enjoy telling you about them because I find fascinating and very much dream symbol like. And let me put in 2 reversals just so that if we receive a reversal, it will be an important event. All right. They're unwieldy. They're so big. So, all right. Now, we make 3 piles, and then we reassemble like this, and voila, let's go. I'm so excited. The first card represents the overall energy or mood of the month. Let's see what's going on. Woo! Right. Venus in the 8th of death, sex, taxes. The Ace of Wands. Wands. Look at it. There is something a little sexual about it. It can be interpreted as the beginning of a passion, be that with a person, or with a career, or with an artistic project, or a journey of growing and learning. It's the beginning. Number 1, first step into your passion. What is your passion? Who is your passion? Where is your passion? Is it here, where you live, or is it somewhere far away? It's about beginning to open your mind to new ideas, new concepts. Mars, moving into your 11th, your 10th, and Venus, from the 10th to the 11th, and Venus from the 8th to the 9th of higher learning. Mars in the 11th of hopes and dreams, the beginning of actuating your hopes and dreams, or starting a romance that's passionate, both physically and spiritually. So excitement is what this represents. Pure, unadulterated excitement. Whether you're rekindling the romance that you've been in, or whether you're starting a brand new romance, this card is about the excitement of the moment, bringing excitement into the moment. Whether that's through poetry or through a plane ride to another country. These are the options. You might even meet someone in a foreign country with whom you share some passion. Wouldn't that be nice? And look where you're going. More wands. Wands are also about profession, your career, you know. Starting a new career. That could be what the ace represented. But here is your challenge. 8 of these wands. Maybe you're just overworked. Maybe there's a lot on your plate at work, in your profession. Or there's a lot on your plate romantically. And you're wearing yourself thin here. But it's the suddenness, quickness of things. Everything moving at a rapid pace. Change happening at a rapid pace without obstruction, without hindrance, without anything holding the energy back. So you have to deal with the rapid changing events, experiences, tasks, projects, ideas. Everything is moving fast. And you have to respond and not get in the way of this speed. Not try to slow it down, but keep up. You got to keep up with all this fire. Unexpected event comes next. Unexpected happening is next. Woo! You're an earth sign. This is an earth sign card. Let's look at it. We have a juggler balancing 2 coins, pentacles. He's on 1 foot. He's trying to maintain balance while keeping everything afloat, keeping everything secure. It's about the flow of money as well. Less to more, more to less. Money comes in, money goes out. And you're trying to keep this on an equal measure. As much coming in as going out. Because it can tilt off. More going out than coming in. Puts one on financial alert. Be careful with your money. These are choices about money, decisions about money that again come rapidly because of the 8 of Wands. Fast thinking, thinking on your feet, thinking on 1 foot, thinking on 1 foot, and maintaining the sign of infinity. You see it? That marks the path of these coins. Sign of infinity, the eternal death, rebirth, less, more, the constant fluctuation of cause and effect. And you have to adapt. And you just have to stay steady on that single foot as you make your money flow, make it current, make it currency. Spend it, earn it, and keep balanced while doing so. Because you got a lot going on. There's a lot of passion in the air. And the tendency might be to spend wildly on something. Although a Capricorn is the least likely to behave in this way. You never know. How does it all end? Magically. It ends in pure magic. Perhaps you're flying to a sunny place. The sun. This is what sums up the month. It's a month when the sun rises in your soul from dark into light. When that innocent child seated on a white horse saves your soul. It's welcoming you with open arms. This is about children and their love, unconditional. This is about your higher self, the sun, loving you unconditionally. And about you loving others unconditionally. And in that state of purity, you come out of your darkness. You forgive and you welcome, like the child welcomes in love. Unafraid to be vulnerable, to be young, to be innocent. These are the lessons of Venus in the 8th and the 9th house. You're learning your personal lessons, which will allow you to advance in your professional life, in your standing in the community. You will be seen as an example of authentic love and kindness. That is what's happening in September. Thank you very much for coming to your forecast. And due to the fact that I live out here in the middle of nowhere, relying on Elon Musk and his wonderful technology, Starlink, to give me internet, nonetheless, my experience is that the uploading of videos is very slow. So I have to be very selective in what I do choose to upload and how. So I've decided that the usual yoga pose, or in this case, magical pass from the ancient Mexican wisdom lore, can only be given to you as a separate video. I was trying to attach it to this video so you could just move right into it, but it makes the video too long. So I have to upload it separately, which I will be doing after I post this. I just want you to know. And it also allows me to post that video in a separate playlist concerned with all my yoga lessons and such. And it lets me see how many people are actually interested in watching and participating in that phenomenon of magical passes, a very powerful yoga indeed. So if you're interested, I'll post that after this. And if you need my help with a private reading, I have a link below. I'm here to help. Thank you. Namaste.